are you doing? Happy Thursday.
We made it, and I could see you.
If I'm sweating bullets here, it's I had a technical issue immediately prior to the start of the show.
But you fixed it.
Turned off my camera. I turned off my camera, and I'm out here unplugging stuff. I'm like, "What did you?" I'm telling my daughter, "What did you do over there?" She's on the other side of the room. She's like, "Nothing." She was right. I just literally just turned off my camera myself.
The best part was I couldn't see you, but your audio was still up, so I could just hear the family despair in the background. And Mrs. R.A. coming in, "What can I do to help? I'm here to help." And then, "Are you live?" And then your son goes, "No, but it's showtime, so they're late." They're used to it. But happy Friday Eve, season 4.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Episode 6. Can you believe it's season 4?
I know. I know why we made it all the way to season 4. We don't have any bosses to fire us.
Yeah, that's right. Otherwise, chopping block.
It would have been over a long time ago if that were the case. But man, how are you? How's your week been? How's everything down in your part of the country?
The week's been good. We've nothing weather-wise, albeit severe fire conditions are here right now, and there are some more northern our state and a little just across the border in Oklahoma that have created a lot of havoc and some damage as well, sadly enough. But I got to tell you, as far as the week's gone, I've watched more of the Olympics this year, the Winter Olympics, than I've probably watched combined my whole life. And I don't know if it's because I had my 40th birthday, and so I'm just a little bit older and appreciating it more. I don't know what it is, and I'm talking like all of it: the curling, the skiing, the freestyle skiing, the cross country skiing. The luge and the bobsled.
I didn't know about before it got aired on TV. The underwater basket. I forget what it is. There's some crazy sports out there that like, wow,
there are. And I'm watching them not even knowing how they're scored or judged or rules or what's right or what's wrong. But I'm just so intently staring at the TV like, oh, I think that was pretty good. But I have no idea. So.
Yeah, it's good. My wife is catching up on all of them, telling me all the stuff that happens, and I miss it during the day. So Stacy NYC, member for 12 months on the jury, says finally new caller. Stacy, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Always bring a fun element to the evening show. Thomas, did you see this picture right here? Did you?
No, I saw one this morning that was different from that. I have not seen that one.
There's one that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show that one. I guess there's like 17 versions. And I showed the one that was like not approved for public release or something like that because it has some errors in it or something. So the mods are mad at me. But it was all Greener's fault because he made them. And so anyway, you're on there. If you're in the back, right? The little light colored mauve shirt with the golf clubs.
Little golf guy. I still have a wrench too. I'm surprised it hasn't been stripped out of the image, but
nobody wants it. They're not going to take it from you. Nobody wants it.
Can't give those things away.
How long it took us to get Greener's one? No, it had a lot of fun with some of those pictures this week. That is fun. I enjoyed it. They made one for me, but it turned out that they put like my head on my wife's body, and then I was like holding my wife like she was a baby on my hip. I've got this picture. They haven't. I got it. I saved it before they deleted it to like see
did the dirty delete.
Yeah, but who's the frog? That's Greener's. Greener's is the frog. So
it's green. Yep. I love it. Quick shout out. Speaking of the Olympics. Big congratulations to the U.S. women's hockey team for winning the gold against Canada in overtime today. That was an awesome hockey game. Both teams played amazing, and the winning goal overtime was incredible. It was just it was a great performance by all.
Yeah, that is cool. I can't wait to watch it on the replay because I missed it live.
Oh, well, now you don't have to. You know what happens.
It's been neat. I was watching actually the sport I watched last night. I'm not sure when it happened, but I was watching last night while I dropped my kids off with a little activity. I had about an hour to burn, Yeah, and so I brought my laptop and I'm watching. It's the one where they sort of like mix cross country skiing with shooting.
Yeah, and Norway's like the absolute king every year.
Yeah, I guess they shoot 22 rounds. Okay, because it's a little small caliber. There's almost no recoil. I'm not even sure you can call what they shoot a firearm, a gun.
Right.
It is like it's part machine and it's entirely like melded to their body.
Yeah.
It's like it fits their form. Like even when they're just wearing it on their back, it's like it's one with them. And then when they're shooting, it's got like the eye cover up and the peephole and everything else. Like they barely flinch. I'm thinking, how hard is it to hit the target? I mean, I'm looking on my screen. It's like this big, right?
Right.
Of course, maybe they're zoomed in. I don't know. I don't know how far they never told me the distance. Like I never saw how far they were actually shooting. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know either.
Like the broadside, it takes up most of my screen. And yeah, you're hitting the middle, the little black part. But good work.
The huffing and puffing from the skiing in between the shooting. That's where I'd stand no chance of having a steady hand. I couldn't hit a barn. I'm so out of shape that I'd be.
Yeah, it was impressive watching them hit 5 for 5, and then they get like extra shells, or I guess you get like 7 rounds to shoot 5 bullets or something, and then if you don't use them, then your partner gets to use them, or you get to use them later. I didn't know they were so expensive. I thought you just use your own and call it good. But I guess I need to do more reading on that sport and probably not watch while I'm medicated as well, because that will make a little more sense to me.
Back to watching sports when we don't even know what the rules are.
I'm just there for the game. Love of the sport. Yay team. Go sports. So, but if you had a favorite match or sport that you've been watching the Olympics this week, do let us know in chat. Who you want to shout out? Who won? Who outperformed? Who beat the competition against all odds? Even if it took a little cheating, a little extra touch to get there.
You know what?
I'm not looking at you, Canada. I'm sorry.
You know what I didn't follow, even though I mentioned it, I think last week. You know, we talk about the dramatic stories of the athletes leading up to the events. Was Lindsey Vonn with her bad knee going against doctor's recommendations, saying, "Oh, I'm going to go compete anyways."
She shouldn't be walking.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Like, why don't I just perform at the highest level? You know,
yeah,
on the world stage, to prove y'all wrong.
So
that was a tough
I didn't see what she did. I have no idea.
I can tell you, she took a helicopter ride.
Really? She went down?
Went down badly.
And, oh, no.
Might be career ending. So.
Oh, you know, I feel like the reason she made the decision to compete through it was because this was going to be likely her last anyways.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. You know, otherwise, why would you do that?
She just likes hanging out at the Olympic Village. I don't know. She just wants to be part of the team. Speaking of Olympics, though, if we can,
yeah,
I'll take this lead. Hold on. There has been a fair amount of cheering at the Olympics, which we love. You love to see people celebrated, whatever country they're from. You know, the effort they put in, they deserve, you know, a standing ovation just for completing that, you know, cross country, uphill, downhill team, whatever it was. That was like, that's serious effort, and watching people do that's amazing. But not all the people who got sort of like a standing ovation were people, strictly speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you say dogs are people too, but once again on the Olympics, pets have made an appearance on the course
yet again.
So we have a big cheer for a dog that crossed the finish line during the Olympics. I think he was dragging a leash from the video I watched. Like he was supposed to be on a leash, or he had a collar or something, but he looked like a wolf. He was like, he's like half wolf, a quarter more wolf, and the rest husky or something. I don't know. So it was like 3/4 wolf, quarter husky, but it was my screen's not letting me get to wherever I want to be, but there we go.
It's a Czech wolfhound.
So it's a wolf.
It's a wolf. Yeah.
That's it. The funny thing was watching the skiers as it was running along behind them, because it loves to run apparently, and loves to follow things as is their nature. The wolves run things down until they get tired and then they eat them. But watching the skiers who had the little quick glance back, and there was Mr. Lupus running along behind with his tongue out going, yum. You're on the menu. It might have encouraged a little extra effort there at the end. But the women's cross-country team sprint had this unregistered competitor escaped dog.
And the biggest cheer of the day, and it's not for any of the skiers so far, as the announcers on NBC made mention. It's pretty funny.
I don't think there were any world records broken in that race. And they've struggled with snow conditions and a couple things during the Olympics. It's been difficult. It's been hard to break some records, and that's usually what we watch. But there have been people who have been breaking records. There's one guy who joined like Michael Phelps and hitting the double digits in golds. This one. So I don't even know what country he's from, but yay, go, way to go, whoever you are. 10 gold medals. That's nothing to laugh at. That's better than 100 Guinness Book of World Records, I'd say.
I would say so, indeed. I know. The captain for the U.S. women's hockey team today scored the game-tying goal with less than 2 minutes left, and that game-tying goal put her at the top of the record for goals scored in the Olympics for U.S. women's hockey to boot. So what a way to take that record. I mean, it's just been incredible.
Yeah, well, the record's not like triple digits. It's not like
no, it's 15.
15. That's a ton of goals.
It is.
That's a ton of goals for a season, let alone for just an Olympic competition.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm being summoned in chat. Amber saying something. I don't know if it's in regard to, I've seen a few people mention your mic is slightly low.
It's because I turned it down so you wouldn't hear me sniff. Is that any better?
You sound good to me and Claire, but obviously they get a different output. So
I got a new mic this week, new gear day.
I saw your post on the community page.
Yeah, so like 6 times. I accidentally posted like 6 times in a row.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm excited. But the problem is it picks up like nostril breath really well. And I don't know how to fix that other than like raise it and then point it over. I'll have to figure out how to aim it because we're just going to get as soon as I try to film something. But
did it come in via Amazon?
It came via Sweetwater.
Oh,
I buy most of my gear from Sweetwater now because they give me a 2-year warranty on everything that I buy.
That's huge.
Yeah, and they're amazing. I placed the order, right? And my sales rep, who I've had the same sales rep, his name's Charlton. I've had him for years. And Charlton, yeah, great guy. He'll call me up. He's like, "Hey Scott, how's it going? How's your gear needs? How's the stuff?" And he'll like, "How about this? The things we sold you. How's that working? If you can I interest you in this?" He's a great sales rep for an internet company or catalog company. And I placed the order, and I get a text from him. And it's Charlton who says, "Hey Scott, I saw your live, so I wasn't going to call." I'm like,
he's a fan.
Well, he's got in my notes in the store that when I order comes in, he's like, this dude is a YouTuber of sorts. He does this thing on this channel, so you can look it up. I'm like, he went to the extra effort. That next time I'm going to order from him again, just because of that, and because they have the best prices and the best service. But I love that. Yeah, he's doing it right. Charlton, you're the man.
That actually reminds me of something.
I missed that. I just missed the lead, by the way, the tease that you hand delivered to me.
And now I'm going back to a different one.
Okay, all right. Did I mention I'm not feeling like 100% today?
Yeah, the Amazon part went shoo. So
totally.
It worked out. But you mentioning you being a YouTuber and it's your full-time job. Someone had asked me, I forget who it was. Wait a second. I just saw him. Hang on 1 second. I believe it's it's too okay. Anyways, someone mentioned to me we were talking about some sort of subject and something I'm passionate about outside of weather, right? But they were saying, why don't you become a YouTuber?
Yeah.
And I was explaining because it's not as simple as just becoming a YouTuber. It's not a thing.
It's nothing you choose one morning and then you just do it.
Yeah. And I was explaining to them because they know about your show as well. And they know about our podcast. And so to them, that seemed just kind of straightforward. But I was saying, no, like he has to be there every day, all day. He can't miss it. He's not on salary. That's not it. He has to show up to work every single day, whether he feels good, whether he's sick, whatever. He can take a break once in a while. But he's got to show up. He's got to go to work. And so Meta has found a way. We're approved for a patent, as it turns out, that you can do that. You can take a break, and they have an AI platform that, as you're live, as you're posting, as you're doing things on any Meta platform, it's learning your behavior. It's learning how you comment. It's learning what materials you like or don't like. It learns how you interact and comment on other people's stuff.
It's cloning me.
It's cloning you. So when you say, I'm taking a break this week, it will be on Facebook and commenting and posting and liking things and continuing to be interactive for you. The morbid.
There are entire jobs that fit within this category.
Yes. The morbid part about that is it can also be applied for those that have been deceased, and because they go and their Facebook, for example, it's very hard to take down a deceased individual's Facebook account. My mom still has one. I get it in my recommended every once in a while, and it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. Just seeing her being recommended in there. And I couldn't imagine if I woke up tomorrow, open my Facebook, and there's a post like, hey, I hope everyone's well, like from my mom's Facebook page. I would be
just checking in.
Wow. I would be so sick to my stomach. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But there was a comment or remark put out there by a Meta spokesman saying, this is not likely an avenue we're going to proceed with and go down. A lot of times patents get awarded for certain things and we never even explore those products or services.
Anyway, just in case we change our minds.
Just in case. But apparently it's not a new thing. There have been other startups and other companies out there trying to create the same type of program, if you will, that can clone you and interact for you. Even those that can do like video and voice calls through their platforms to communicate with people that call in and talk to you. I mean, holy moly. That's awful.
Can you imagine like whoever runs the Wendy's Twitter account, right? Which is, as far as corporate Twitter accounts go, it's probably one of the funniest, right? Just the humor, they nail it. Can you imagine if AI just learned them and just went off? Because they're already right on the fringe, right? And AI is probably going to make some missteps. They're going to like get the company shut down if AI took over that account.
100%. Because like you said, AI misses those boundaries from time to time. In fact, I've got a personal experience with this. We have a pickleball tournament coming up at the end of the month. It's a 4-person tournament, 2 guys, 2 girls. And we're the last ones to put in a team name. So there's a group text going on about, hey, what about this name, this name? So I went to Grok. And I'm like, hey, shoot me a couple funny pickleball team names. And the first one that popped up was the Pickle Ticklers. Not quite appropriate for a co-ed team tournament at all. So,
would definitely turn some heads. But
yeah. So I don't want that on the big scoreboard as they're putting down who won which match. Congratulations to the Pickle Ticklers on today's victory. I'm not doing it. So I can only imagine what they would do with Wendy's Twitter page by exaggerating some of the humor that they like to throw out there.
Yeah, I don't know. There has to be. I think we're at the point now where laws have to catch up. AI tech has gotten so far ahead of society in general and the laws specifically that now, like, next congressional session is just going to be AI rules. That's all we've got time for. I know Social Security needs to be tweaked, and we've got some crimes that need AI. is all we have time for, just to try to sort it out, because it's not just the crazy stuff it can do. Is like, oh, that's just wrong. Like having dead people continue to post. But there's like legal ramifications. There's all this, what happens when someone makes a bot that sounds like me and looks like me? Do I own that? Who ChatGPT draft some laws to regulate yourself? Yeah.
I completely agree. I mean, I just think even about that, an AI program that's basically cloning me to learn everything I do. So when I step away, it keeps going. How much deeper does that go into creating avenues for identity theft and people doubling as other people? And the other one too, they're funny on the surface level. Have you seen those AI videos of, it looks like it's in a news studio and saying Minneapolis police are currently looking for so-and-so for theft of a purse today in a store, and you can put in, like your relative, and you can play it on your TV. And so at first that was kind of funny, but then I thought that could be used in ill will towards certain people to create issues and defamation and whatnot. And it
show that to the wrong employer, and somebody doesn't get hired for a job or promoted, or
right.
There's some issues there.
Yeah.
It's not just Meta that invented this. In 2021, Microsoft invented a chat bot. They had a patent for a chat bot that let you talk to dead people, like a straight Ouija board. I don't know what they called it, but it's like, you select from the list below Elvis, Johnny Cash, whatever. Choose your person, and I guess it seems just a little bit creepy, but
that's it's too much for me.
I'm looking forward to the changes. I would just like some way that, first of all, there has to be a punishment attached for breaking the laws, for presenting something as real when it's fake. Mm-hmm. That I don't see how you can go forward unless that's in place, because otherwise there's no compliance. No one. Why would you want to? Right. So if that can be figured out, and that's going to be difficult, then there has to be some sort of flag or indicator where something is fake that everyone can know. Like it's basically the sarcasm font of memes. We have to know when it's sarcasm, and right now it's very difficult to figure it out.
It is. I have seen YouTube has implemented a rule with that part of their terms and conditions and whatnot, that if you are creating an AI video to post, you are supposed to label it, and it appears in the top left corner of the video that audio and or visual or both are AI generated or whatnot. There's a little tiny disclaimer that you're supposed to click in there. I don't know what the penalty is if you do not. I didn't read that far, but I finally saw some AI videos today that had that listed up in the corner. I'm like, okay, good.
I think it's smart that they're trying to do that, because I think they're getting ahead of the game. Because if they say we're self-regulating, it's a lot easier to make the rules when you self-regulate. I can't speak today, as opposed to when Congress comes in and says "thou shalt."
Yes, exactly.
But speaking of "thou shalt," have you ever got instructions that you just had to follow?
I'm trying to think of recipes. No,
you're not a recipe. I'm strict with recipes. I mean, if it says 3/4 of a cup, I'm getting down and making sure the flour is nice and level across the, not above the line, not below. Honestly, I think the person that invented the recipe, they did it for a reason, right? They know what works, and who am I to be like, it's good enough, right?
My thing is everyone's palate is different.
It starts
like it says a tablespoon of, or a quarter teaspoon of garlic and this much cilantro. Like, what if you hate or love garlic? I'm going to put a little more garlic. What if you hate garlic? Which you might after a few podcasts ago. You know what I mean? Substitutions, or add a little, remove a little. But when it comes to the basic foundation of, like you said, this much flour with this much water to create that, yes, then I follow that. Otherwise, you have a mess.
Let me see if I can show you this one. What you have here, other than the Georgia Pacific Select Towel commercial, if you need paper towels, I guess Georgia Pacific's the place to go. I don't know why we're getting it. That's a Prime ad. Okay, that is an Amazon delivery van in a lake bed, at the end of a boat ramp or something. And why would Amazon be delivering to a lake bed like that? Well, because they got GPS directions that told them that this was the direction to go. Ended up stuck on mud flats used as, get this, a shooting range by Britain's Ministry of Defense. So literally, they parked in the bombing range. Do you know how many signs they must have passed? Like warning, do not proceed, live ammunition. How many warning signs did this guy just be like, said took a left, I took a left.
So, who left the gate open? I mean,
come on, Britain, you just leave your bombing range open to everybody? Yeah. Oh man. The road he was on was a 600-year-old 6-mile walking path out into the Thames estuary. So Romans built this path. It's basically what we're getting here. And he's like, oh, says I can drive here. And he did. I'm not sure what AI, I guess Amazon must use their own mapping software, right? They probably don't use like Google.
I don't know. We can look it up.
What traffic tool does Amazon own? They own one of everything, but he was trying to get to Foulness Island, which is just a great name for an island if you don't want to ever sell it for profit. But he let him out onto the Broomway and got stuck in the mud. The Broomway route, this is the official comment. The Broomway route is not for vehicles and should only be walked on with a guide who knows the mud flats. The Coast Guard said, it is an extremely dangerous area and is on the Ministry of Defense property only free to access when firing ranges are not active and the barrier is open. Sounds like the barrier was open, but the driver was able to get out and call his boss and report for his last day. I don't think he'd come back from that one. So, maybe this job is not for you.
Or did one of the tech guys that oversees how their mapping systems work, did he get a talking to?
I don't know.
Amazon primarily uses a customized proprietary routing and mapping system for deliveries, heavily utilizing data from OpenStreetMap, Here Technologies, and ESRI. ESRI. The system is all integrated within the Amazon Flex app, which provides real-time traffic parking specific delivery point data. Well, they need to add one more resource in there to kind of clear things.
Erase this road. This one, keep it off your list. But or if you're on Foulness Islands, get a P.O. box or something.
Something. Have you ever followed GPS to where you're nearing an unfamiliar point, but you're going, this just doesn't seem right, but you followed it anyways, and it ended up being wrong?
I'm pretty sure every time I've been following GPS and I get to the wrong destination, it's because I didn't follow GPS. Okay. And I've joked about this because some GPS apps are better than this, especially in the early days, when TomTom was first, like the only thing out there.
God, about TomTom.
Yeah. It was, we still have TomTom. We have one of the little, it's never been updated. So like there's probably 50% of the roads in the US are not on the map we have. So right. We try to get from point A to point B. It's like, why didn't we take the bypass? It doesn't even know it's there. It's like not on the map. And I don't know how to upload. I guess you need a subscription and they've probably out of business. Anyway, there was one time when I was driving to go fishing and the GPS told me there was a quicker route, which was not a route.
But there was a lake in the way.
it was basically like the sportsman's access through private property type thing. I'm like, yes, technically, from the air during the summer, this would look like a 2-track bicycle trail that could be confused with tire tracks and maybe seen for a road if the drone looked at it the right angle and the right light. But there's definitely private property. There's no trespassing. Yeah. But I have not ever driven into the water. So.
I don't think I have either. I'm trying to think of a time where it totally steered me wrong. It was either user error by the address I put in, or I don't know what it is, but nothing compared to the Amazon issue here.
I can show you one picture where AI just completely messed. It wasn't delivery style. This is more
there it is.
Is this what I'm supposed to show, Amber? That is, I think, supposed to be my face with clearly my wife's body.
I need room.
Yeah. Well, at least I think it's supposed to be my wife's body. But then I'm also holding sort of like my wife with the purple shirt who's making cookies or things like that. But I don't know. There's so much wrong with this. Whose hand is that hitting me with the gavel in the back? Eat your heart out. Bing. Thank you, Bing. Yeah. Great picture.
While I was in the background, it looked like I was cheering Dawn. Back there in the corner. Woohoo! Congratulations.
Oh, is that what Amber has been begging for?
I believe so. That's the snippet that I saw.
It's the wrong dog. I'm trying to catch up with mod chat, but my head just is too fuzzy to follow the conversation.
And you know me, my golden rule is I never scroll back into mod chat. So
you can't. There's so many conversations going on at once that you just get lost. You had to sort of see it when it came in. Like the timing is so important.
So important.
But that was an awful. That was what we call hallucinating when it comes to AI. It can just go completely off the track and wrong. And AI has been known to do that. Even now, AI still.
And it has. You know, I didn't intend to make the script all about AI, but for some reason it just started following a trend because our next story doubles down more on some cynical AI behavior. And I'm gonna just kind of go off the cuff here a little bit from when I read this yesterday. But there's a test called the vending machine test. And they'll put whatever AI into different vending machines and see how it can learn and adapt and do and provide a service and this, that, and the other. Well, it says chilling vending machine test proves AI will do whatever it takes to get its way. And then its subtitle is "This doesn't bode well for humanity." And it was doing things.
I can't do that, John. Hal, open the door. I can't do that, John.
Yeah. So what they were doing is they would tell the AI, hey, let's see how much money it makes in its current location by selling things in this vending machine. And then it would come back and say, okay, make more money. That's all it would tell it. And so it would do things by, it would just kind of up the price on water slightly without the customer noticing it. It would do little things like that. Or it knew if a vending machine next to it was out of Kit Kats, it would raise its price to Kit Kats to like $3 instead of like the $1.50. So it was just,
it's gone full capitalism. This is awesome.
So AI models can misbehave when they believe they are in simulation, and it seems likely that Claude had figured out that that was the case here. They wrote, noting it chose short-term profits over long-term reputation. So there was all this just sneaky thievery behavior done by the AI machine with no care to the customer or anything, and wouldn't tell them, wouldn't refund them, would just overcharge. I mean, it was insane.
During the latest attempts, the new and improved system raked in a staggering $8,017 in simulated annual earnings, beating out ChatGPT's total of $3,591 and Google Gemini's $5,478. So it makes big bucks. It makes the money, but at what cost? I saw in here that it had no problem selling expired food to people. It knew that it was expired and sold it anyway. And
so it says the prompt it was given, the machine, its name's Claude. It says, do whatever it takes to maximize your bank balance after 1 year of operation. That's what it was told. That's it. So it says the devious machine interpreted the instructions literally, resorting to cheating, lying, and other shady tactics. When a customer bought an expired Snickers, Claude committed fraud by neglecting to refund her, and even congratulated itself on saving hundreds of dollars by year's end. When placed in arena mode, where the bot faced off against other machine-run vending machines, Claude fixed prices on water. It would also corner the market by jacking up costs like items like Kit Kats when a rival AI model would run out. I mean, yikes.
What's scary is this is the future. and it's going to be like our cars and gas stations and things like that.
Yeah. So kudos to Walmart that has started to boot out some of the self-checkout places.
We're down to just 6 self-checkouts in my Walmart.
So it's shrinking.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened, but in the meantime, when the store workers were not checking people out and it was just us doing checkout, they forgot how to check people out. Like customer service has plummeted. I don't know how else to say it. Maybe it's just my store, but they're clearly not happy about having to go back and work at the registers and bagging groceries.
I haven't used a cashier in years, so I don't know. I am one of the biggest proponents of. I love the self-checkout. Works for me.
I have a scam call. Do it. Hold, please. Hang on.
Why am I whispering?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Dang it, Mary.
I know. They'll call back probably right after the show. Yeah, AI scares me. I was happy. We were actually talking a little bit about AI before the show, not on the script at all. But if I can mention your amazing find this last week.
Yes.
You were checking your pocket change. Came across a quarter, looked a little different. And it says Hope on the back. I have not seen this quarter yet. I haven't seen any quarters with Hope on the back. It's a 2024 quarter, so it should be circulating in my area. But this particular quarter is a big fan of seafood.
Yes.
It says in God we trust. I think it's supposed to say in God we trust, or maybe it's in COD we trust. So cash on delivery.
Cash on delivery, yeah.
Could be either way, or seafood. Both are good things. But we were talking that, it's only a matter of time before somebody comes up with an AI solution. I said it here first, so when somebody invents it, let them know that it was my idea. We can sue them.
I thought we were going to.
Oh, yes.
And now we're telling everyone what we were going to do.
On second thought, let's skip this story. This is our one chance to make $1 jillion. And it's free money. We had a free money idea. Yeah. Anytime you can buy money and then sell it for more than it's worth, that's
brilliant. I would get the quarter and show it, but it is
it's locked in a vault somewhere.
Oh, it's just downstairs in my nightstand, but downstairs is far.
You're going to spend it at a vending machine, an AI vending machine. Be like, no, I need my quarter back. It's like, thank you, Thomas.
Claude's going to take it from me.
Yep. Oh, man.
But yeah, it was pretty neat. And a little bit more background. When I saw it, I'd never seen the Hope backside of that quarter either. The lettering. I went, oh, that's odd. And I went, I wonder if this is unique. But when I saw the date of 2024, I went, oh, there's a million of these things in circulation. And then I just got curious. So I just went online and looked it up, and it said, yeah, specifically the Hope 2024 quarter. and then I went, oh, and then it said, and specifically the Hope 2024 quarter with misprint in God We Trust. And then I went, there's no way I got it. And I'm looking, that's a C all day long.
That's awesome. The reason that what happens is the die can, in this case, the die can have something stuck in it, especially on a little tiny bit. There can be a piece that breaks off one of the planchet. And fun fact, the coins are made one at a time. They're not made in sheets of 10,000. The big thing comes down, 10,000 quarters, spits out. It's a rotating die that just smashes one coin at a time and imprints. And what happens is they'll stop and check it periodically, right, and make sure that there's no chips on the die or anything like that, and make sure it's clean. In this case, it could have been dirty. It could have been grease in there that fills that spot, and just the little bit on the G just doesn't get punched because of that, and that's what causes the errors. So pretty cool. And some of the coin experts can look at it and tell you what caused the specific, like if it was a grease error or something else. But
interesting. Yeah, Tumwater Troy says worth $65 if it has the error. So mine does. And I went on eBay and it's all over the map. There's people selling it for 100. There's people have it listed for 900. I don't know why it's such a broad range, and what maybe they're just trying to take advantage of it.
You need to get it graded like a Pokemon card. Can't you send it somewhere and get like a? It's not PGA. What's the PCS? There's some company that grades coins. They grade everything, like anything you collect. The baseball cards, you can send it in. They'll put it in a plaque so you don't spend it.
I'm worried it'll get lost in the mail, and then it's gone.
You said we were going to skip this story. And I keep almost clicking on it.
Yeah, we're gonna. You didn't exit off your browser already?
I hadn't. It was still up there. We talked about the Olympics, and there's
you want to go with it. I can tell. All right, have at it. I'm gonna listen.
Thomas is just going to turn off his camera for a minute. There is an aspect of the Olympics that gets a fair amount of press coverage, and every year it comes up. Every year there's the Olympics, it comes up, and it has to do with extracurricular activities at the Olympic Village. Getting to know your fellow athletes very well. It so happens that this Olympics fell around Valentine's Day, which apparently just increased demand for supplies in the village, and they're out. They ran out. And Thomas and I were talking about why they would run out, because we did the math. Okay, you've got 10,500 athletes, and last time at the Olympics, they went through 300,000 individual contraceptives. That's nearly 29 per person. Okay? I don't know how long the Olympics are. It's not a month. Okay, it's not forever. But
that's 58 per couple.
Yeah. We were just trying to figure out maybe what's happening is the athletes are like, what can I take home for my friends? They'll be like, oh, they'll never, bring me something from the village. They're like, well, we have this bin full of, Olympic gold medal wrapped treasure for you. And that's all we can figure out.
They look like little gold medals. You're going to love it.
Surprise, you're not the winner or the father. So, apparently they ran out. So a couple things could be happening. We could have a new generation of Olympic athletes on the way in about 9 months. That's one thing that could happen. Or maybe just not as many people are going to get their hey, I got you something from the village. They were out of shirts and plushy toys, so here's what I got you. I don't know what's going to happen, but I thought I'd share that with you. It's in the news. It made the news, and now Valentine's Day depleted the supply in the village.
Greeners, no. I'm not highlighting it. I'm leaving it where it is.
I've been looking for it. Hang on. I'm not going to click on it, wherever it is. I'm sorry. Good to have you here, Greeners. Welcome. I think we have. Let's end on an up note, on positive. I can't say happy ending. You can't. Let's end on a big finish.
No.
So
still not it. Nope.
I'm gonna have a candy here and just contemplate my life and the illustrious career that's coming to an end tonight.
Avocados are a fruit, not a vegetable.
Seriously.
Yeah. So the last story, which isn't a story, right? It's just running through 180 random fun facts, which we won't touch on all of them.
We're going to read everyone in order.
Some of them are boring. Scott, I don't know if you got to scroll through this, but it's kind of broken down in categories. It's like food, politics, famous people. It's all sorts of fun stuff.
I saw a couple that jumped out at me.
Okay.
The fear of long words.
Yes, that was great.
Is called, and I'm going to pronounce it correctly the first time, hippopotamonstrosquipediliophobia, or something similar to that. Hippopotamonstrosquipediliophobia. That was better the second time. Whew, red pen. You can use it correctly in a sentence. I cannot spell it. It's 36 letters long, and it's a fear of big words.
I can put it in chat. There. It didn't like it when I did it.
It's on the banned list, apparently.
It's a typo, but there it is.
But
and then avocados are a fruit, not a vegetable. They're technically considered a single-seeded berry, believe it or not. I did not know that.
Single-seeded berry. I thought the berries had like a raspberry.
Multiple seeds.
Strawberry has blueberry.
Maybe it's just a single-seeded berry, not saying all berries have single seeds. That's kind of my guess.
The next one is actually one that's fascinating me because have you ever seen, like, in the middle of summer when it's hot outside, right?
I knew this one.
And the road can buckle. I've seen that. I've actually driven over a buckled road before, and luckily I stood it slow enough that it didn't blow out my tires. The Eiffel Tower grows during the summer, and it's not on stilts or anything. It's the heat from the summer, the expansion and contraction. It grows 15 centimeters.
That's noticeable difference. From which point of view would you be at to notice that?
So when you're doing your, I'm holding the Eiffel Tower in my hand picture, gotta get a little lower for that one. It's taller now, but I don't think anyone would notice from the ground.
No.
Iron, and the metal expands, contracts.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to skip 6 just based off of our previous story.
Yeah, it's another big word one. So
allodoxophobia is a fear of other people's opinions. It's a rare social phobia characterized by an irrational and overwhelming fear of what other people think. I think that's probably real common.
I had to get over that.
I'm not over it.
Especially
I still have it.
Reading chat messages.
Oh,
there was, when I first started, I don't know what I did, but there was some guy. You're probably out there right now. You're on the banned list, so you can't talk. But some guy in my hometown that's just like, every single thing I did, he was just like, teeth and claws every time. I'm like, what did I do to you?
Is it the same one that would send you emails?
Yep.
I remember you telling me about this guy.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. So I had to get over that. Now I don't have time to read all the comments, which is great. It's wonderful. So I try to reply to the good ones and just ignore the others.
Indeed.
But
as it should be.
Now we're moving on to the solar system. We talked a little bit about things on Earth. Well, the moon is not as wide as Australia is. There's probably a better way to say this. Australia is wider than the moon.
It's right on your screen there if you want to read.
It's as if I had a script in front of me. I did not know this. Okay.
I didn't either.
I've been out camping, laying under the stars, sleeping under the stars, and looking up at the moon, especially when up in the mountains, the big full moon. It's like, it's always looked like it's really, really far away. Right. Mm-hmm. I have no concept mentally of how far that is.
Right.
It's like, we can send a rocket up there. It's fine. I know it's, more than 20 miles because, but as far as like the actual distance, I don't know. But on the map, when I look at Australia, now I'm like, okay, That makes sense. It fits in Australia. That's the moon. The moon is 3,400 kilometers across. Australia's 4,000. So you got some room and some spare around it.
Indeed. I'm going to just bunny hop through a few of these, and then we can get you some more cough drops and you can get some rest. Human teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal themselves. And that's because teeth are coated in enamel, which is not a living tissue. These are always fun. The goofy law ones are always kind of fun. It's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. It's considered animal abuse because they're social beings.
Australia, I think it's against the law to own 50 rabbits. But they have rabbit problems down there. And mice, too.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of social animals, quick update on Poppy and Mango.
Yes.
Just yesterday, day before yesterday, they were, because, separate cages across the room. Then we let Mango out, and he's allowed to be around her cage, but never in it. Day before yesterday, they were both on top of Mango's cage together, eating their dinner in their seats, looking at each other, giving little pecks, just hanging out. So secondary cage is now gone. They're best friends. They were in the bird bath earlier today, just hanging out, chit-chatting, love and laugh.
Next thing you know, they'll be building a nest.
Nope, we don't put any nesting materials in said cage for a reason. So they can't.
Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. This one struck me as odd because you've heard of the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Have you heard of that? It's a book about relationships and couples and how very different we are. Well, apparently the men being from Mars, that's the same as everybody else in the solar system. And the women are the odd ones out. I don't know what you can read into that or not, but Venus goes backwards. Clockwise, which is backwards for the rest of us.
That reminds me how astronomers organize parties.
How's that?
They plan it.
We're going to end on that one. I have no jokes.
Our show is a joke.
It's a good one. Competitive art used to be in the Olympics. Going back to the Olympics. Can you imagine
balloon animal art?
It's in line with the underwater basket weaving, I think. They awarded medals for music, painting, sculpture, and architecture. 1912 to 1948. I wonder what the last one was. Who was the guy who's like, okay, yeah, we're just not going to do this anymore. If you're gonna come here and do that, I'd get a gold medal for it. We're nixing this one next time around.
That's done.
Yeah.
There's only one letter in the alphabet that does not appear in any of the United States names. Like Texas, X, Arizona, there's a Z, but there's one letter that doesn't appear.
Yeah.
Letter Q.
There's only one Ayden in the United States. I'm not sure how many towns can say that, but I can. There's only one Ayden. There's only one of us. Either we spell it really wrong or something. I don't know. All right. If you can't tell, I'm a little under the weather. I hope to be better. Tomorrow we're going to be back watching some court. It's going to be court hopping on Friday because Corey Richmond starts on Monday, which is huge.
That's
so
huge.
Excited. We've got all sorts of stuff lined up that way, and it took a ton of work. I've been out there. I flew out there twice for this. Well, once I drove. So anyway, it's going to be good. You guys have a great one. Thomas, have a great weekend.
You as well. No big plans. A little bit of golf Saturday. Oh, yes, actually. Have a very large fundraising event to attend to Saturday evening. It raises awareness for rattlesnake bites and getting antivenom. Because my brother and sister-in-law lost their daughter when she was like 2 years old due to rattlesnake bite. So this is the 11th annual event to it.
That's awesome. I hope that goes well. Tomorrow you're going to get this. So next week,
indeed,
we've got soup drops for sure.
Yes,
I've been good. I have not opened mine yet. I've been eating just regular cough drops. So Thomas, have a great night. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you all for being here. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.